Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about some Rec Room etiquette lessons. If you're new to the game, listen up, because a failure to heed my advice could lead you down a path of social alienation. People who are not new to the game, rejoice in my words and scream, "Preach girl," at the screen, while I go through this list of things people do, but really shouldn't in Rec Room. Let's get started. Number 1. Don't friendly fire or refuse to stand on the mat during quests. When you're new to Rec Room, it might seem like a brilliant and hilarious idea to go to a quest and then not stand on the mat to start the game. Or pick up a gun and shoot everyone to test out your new weapon. I hate to break it to you though, you're like the 1800th person to think of this, and it's not cute to the other players. The other players think that your IQ is 4 when you join a game on your own volition and then outright refuse to play it. So whether you're a junior account or level 1, or you just like to troll, take note of this. You're not doing yourself any favors or winning friendships if you can't cooperate. Now, friendly fire is a controversial one. Most people don't do it on purpose, I get that. But it's good Rec Room etiquette to do your best to avoid it. This means, in quests like Jumbotron, that you literally just let other people go first and get the kills, while you hang back and revive as needed. It might mean, in quests like Crimson Cauldron, that you put down the damn wand to avoid exploding your teammates for the 8th time. And it might mean in Golden Trophy that you retire the bow, realize you're not Bow Thaya, and you can't stop shooting your friends, let alone double shoot. So, just pick up a trusty sword instead. Number 2. Don't accept an invite to your friend's dorm and bring all your friends with you. I feel bad writing this one because I'm not sure if I'm the only person in the Rec Room universe, Rec-averse, that this bothers. I might be, and if it's just Tarapeutic being weird again, then feel free to disregard. But a huge pet peeve of mine is when I go online, see a friend, invite them, and they show up to my dorm with their entourage. It's like, no, I didn't invite your friends, I invited you. I feel like the correct protocol is to show up and then ask if other people can join. The whole point of a dorm is to foster a safe space, a zen zone if you will, one that belongs to you and you call the shots. I'm not sending an invite out to paintball here. This is my room and I don't necessarily want friends of friends joining. Where am I gonna go? It's happened before and all I can think is, I have 2 options. Rip off my headset and pretend my game crashed, or bulldoze everyone out of the way and flee to the rec center door. Either one would out me as a socially inept individual, so please, just arrive alone and I won't have to make these difficult decisions. Number 3, don't fail to revive your teammates. There are many reasons why people don't revive each other in quests. Poor peripheral, where they genuinely don't see that their teammate is downed. Arrogance, where they genuinely don't believe that the teammate needs to be saved right away, as they think they can clear the whole world of goblins first. Ignorance, where they don't realize they can even revive because they're so new to Rec Room. And negligence, when they see the downed teammate but figure it's not quite urgent and they can just kill this one less goblin before, oh, suddenly the heroes have failed is showing on everyone's screen. Oops, that last one is totally me, by the way. Number 4, don't steal crates in Rec Royale. The biggest no-no in the book. Anyone who plays Rec Royale knows that it's hard enough to find a teammate who will stick around. Usually they end up at Bucket Lake being gunned down as you shake your head, having just laid out a detailed battle plan that they simply ignored. Aside from the absent teammate though, there's a worse one. The clingy teammate, the one who follows you around like a lost puppy, seeing what you got in your crate. And by seeing, I mean grabbing before you have time to consider whether you want it or not. I can hardly describe in words how infuriating it is to be on the verge of death and you find an orange potion that the person trailing you scoops up and drinks, even though they had full health. Or you're holding a flintlock and crossing your fingers, please be an orange AR, and an orange AR pops out of the crate. But before you can say hallelujah, the lost puppy grabs it and your hallelujah turns into a hell with you as you try to run away and create distance between you and this crazy person who won't leave you alone. Rec Room Etiquette 101. If you can listen to one point on this list, let it be this one. Find your own loot crate. Number 5, don't abuse glitches. It's a well-known fact in the game that glitches exist. It's also well known that people love to find more, exploit current ones, and that they can result in bans if used in public spaces. But just in case you are not aware of these things, let me tell you the story of the flying glitch. You see, once upon a time, there was a glitch that was dubbed the flying glitch. This glitch allowed players to fly in Rec Room Originals. Suddenly, the stunt runner leaderboard was cleared of those who spent hours, weeks, and months climbing the ranks, and a level 3 with a cheesy S+ rank hair took over because they flew to the end repeatedly and beat everyone's time. Most people who play Rec Room are courteous, respectful folks. The quiet, keep to themselves type, you know? But a few are the party-crashing, devious type. They have to cause a ruckus and they won't stop until their anarchy leads to chaos and disruption. When you give those players a tool to exploit, it's a bad combination. In Rec Royale, teams felt promise of winning, but those were quickly shattered when the last player was exploiting the flying glitch and hiding in the ground, ready to shoot everyone but impervious to being killed themselves. In all of the universe of the game, people were eternally frustrated, and it became quickly apparent that those exploiting this glitch were breaking a very important unspoken rule. Don't abuse these in public instances or for your advantage, or you risk being banned and collectively hated by the Rec Room community. Number 6, don't beg for gifts. Begging for gifts is the biggest annoyance for many players. I personally get about a dozen DMs a day asking for everything from gloves to unicorn horns. It's cute that people think I have tokens. Yes, I made a few dorm greeting holotars. Yes, they continue to do fairly well. Tarapeutic dorm greetings, now available in the Invention store. However, as soon as I get my tokens from Rec Room Plus and these sales, they're almost always gone within a week. It's because I would prefer to send a gift back to someone who sent me film with a beautiful heartfelt message on it, or a viewer I ran into and happened to have a birthday that day, or some genuinely kind words about my channel. Or if I witness a moment of players being excellent to each other, I'll stand in the corner and send a quick wish-listed item their way. You know who I don't send gifts to? People who beg. It's better to just be a good person in the game, helpful and kind, and what you really want will come your way naturally. Standing around pleading for it and stomping your feet will probably just result in the people around you hitting the mute button. Just something I've observed from my decades of time on this planet. You don't attract what you want with negativity. Wow, this point just got oddly philosophical. Sorry. Number 7. Don't brag about how many tokens you have. There are many reasons why you shouldn't brag about how many tokens you've got, but the main takeaway is this. You insult the poor players if you have a lot. Not everyone can afford Rec Room Plus or has the audacity to steal their parents' credit card to load up on tokens. 0 out of 10. Don't recommend doing that, by the way. Some people are literally grinding dodgeball relentlessly and scooping up a measly 30 tokens a day for their troubles. If you're the type of person who stands in the rec center waving a photo of the tens of thousands of tokens you've accumulated, this is not only bad social etiquette, but you're kind of asking for the beggars to come out in full force, drooling over your wallet and pleading for their wish list to materialize. Best to just keep this information to yourself. Open your keys and Invention's earnings in your dorm. As tempting as it is to brag to the world about your accomplishments, just take a photo, save it to RecNet, and move on. Number 8. Don't randomly friend strangers. If you're a Rec Room YouTuber like myself, strangers often approach and extend a hand for friendship. Totally understandable. They watch my content, feel like they know me, they want in on this big old friendship circle. Totes get it. But when random people approach other strangers and try to stick out their hand, it's just strange. It's not well received like 93% of the time. People are just confused by this behavior. Really, it just raises more questions than anything. Are you lost? Are you lacking in friends? Do you think that shaking hands is just that? It won't actually do anything? All of this gets pondered as the poor level 3 just stands there, hand out, being met with a puzzled look instead of a handshake in return. Number 9. Don't mic spam bad quality music. I don't like hearing tinny music when I'm in a rec center, and I'm sure most sane people feel the same way. Rip the quality, it's so bad. It might sound good to that person in their actual world, but once it's transferred into Rec Room, I'd say the sound of nails on a chalkboard would be more enjoyable to jam out to. There are programs you can get to play music that sounds professional, and if you mic spam, I'd say look into that route. Until then, please, just keep your music to yourself. Number 10. Don't yell at people who join the rec center. I have PTSD from rec centers, and I know I'm not alone in that. You spawn in, usually by accident because you grab that stupid rec center door in your dorm, and someone just flocks over, screaming nonsensical words at the top of their lungs. Is this their idea of fun? Are they trolling? Is there any hope left for humanity? Did I really just lose 15% of my hearing capabilities? Because my ears are ringing like crazy now. All of the frustration builds and questions swirl in your head, just because of this one fool who couldn't speak using their indoor voice. Yes, I said indoor voice, because they're behaving like it's kindergarten. Well, that is your lesson on social conduct for the day. You're welcome, and I hope you watch these other videos here next. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you like Rec Room content and you want to see more. We'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.